Hey everyone. There's a lot of intense energies in the collective right now, and I wanted to talk about some of that. Right now, I can feel a lot of the solar plexus, the heart chakra, and the throat chakras being cleared, not only in the collective, but also in myself. I have a lot of clients that have been coming to me needing clearing and grounding with a lot of that too. I wanted to talk about it because it's difficult and it's something that we all go through. And we're all holding on to these stories or patterns that we have that we're learning and growing through and becoming consciously aware of them. And I've been just feeling a lot of struggling back and forth with the heart chakra. And when you're in your heart chakra, I've said this before, everything comes to you and you're a magnet, and all you have to do is just close your eyes. And when you really want something or you want to manifest something, you sit into that and you start to dream it up, visualize it, but you have to feel it. And you have to actually feel it here in your heart. And when you start to feel this peace and this joy, and you smile and you feel good, and everything in your vision that's being manifested at that time is instantaneous. And it takes time for that manifestation that you just felt to catch up to you in the 3D physical. And so what I do is I forget about it and I let it go. And sure as shit, it wraps around and that situation happens and it unfolds. And sometimes it looks a little bit different than I visualized. It's not exactly like how you're visualizing it, right? But it does show up in the way that you asked for that to show up. And it's really cool when it happens. And before I started this conversation, I said that I kind of struggle with some of that, because when you're in your heart chakra and everything's a magnet to you, sometimes there's this lesson that will come with it. And most of the time there's a lesson, and it comes in a challenging way. And you don't see it at first, and you almost want to go into the victim state of, holy shit, why is this happening to me? And be the blamer, or this person did that, and whoa, I can't believe I attracted this to me, and everything. But what's happening is it's helping you to grow and evolve and become aware of the pattern. And if this situation, whatever it is that you've manifested, that you've brought into your life, if it's something that doesn't help you or that you can't see it, let me start over. So if this comes to you, it's a pattern that's trying to be cleared, and it's going to be challenging, and there's going to be lessons in it. And sometimes it's not always roses. Most of the time, it's not going to be roses, because life is a challenge constantly. And when you surrender to that and you realize, oh my goodness, life is always going to be like this. Yes, bro, it's always going to be a freaking challenge. There are moments of joy and bliss. And yes, you get to choose every day how you want to create your joy every day. But you still have to go through these waves of lessons in life. And it's when you finally just let go and you surrender into the wave that it's like, okay, I get it. Like, we can go ahead and flow with this now. Because as soon as you start to resist that lesson or anything that's coming in your life to change you, to help you become a better person, or just elevate or get to where you really want to go to be your best self, you're gonna have to keep leveling up. There's no stopping. And once you do this, it's kind of like there's no going back, because now you're at a level that you can't fall backwards. And there may be like times where you dip down a little bit, but you'll never dip fully down to where you were before. You'll always maybe dip down a little bit less and then you're up again. And so falling into that wave and surrendering to that and letting go is literally you just visualizing, seeing your body in the waves and just going with the ocean. You are a part of the ocean. So instead of thinking or projecting this woe is me and why is this happening to me and everything outside of me is miserable and oh, this is, happening to me, it's actually happening for you. This is happening for you, and it's up to you to take responsibility and accountability for your own life and to level up. And yes, it's hard as shit, because there's a lot of patterns that we all have that we're all trying to deal with. And when we get into relationships that are difficult, we attracted that for a lesson. And when you finally surrender into your heart chakra and you find forgiveness, it helps you to see the situation and the person as beautiful as they are, because everything was being done on an unconscious level. And when you finally come to the consciousness of it and you're able to be in your heart and your forgiveness about it, that's where you want to be, because then you get to see that person mirror back to you the beautiful person that they already are and that you are, because you're seeing this person or the situation as you are. And when you learn that lesson, it's beautiful. And forgiveness is fantastic. And remember that forgiveness is actually for you. And when you choose to forgive yourself, and maybe for even the situation or the other person, because again, it's all on an unconscious level, even your patterns are unconscious. And until you learn the lesson and grow out of that, how would you even know? So it's forgiving yourself for that. And when you finally get to that state, you're like, whew, I'm glad that one's over. And then it's like you level up and you're taught that pattern again sometimes on a higher level, and it looks different. But anyway, so remember, forgiveness is for you to have your power back, but also it helps you to see the greatness in everything, and that life is always just going to be a challenge, and you just have to find the beauty in that lesson and evolving into your next upgraded phase of your life. I hope this helps. I had to get this off of my voice because I've been feeling so much energy and struggling with this, like, relationships, and struggling with when to know when to let someone go, and also being in the heart chakra of forgiveness, because when you're in that state, you just love everyone and everything so much, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you should still allow toxic traits to come into your life, because you are learning these patterns and they are unconscious. And so it's okay to love and be fully surrendered and let go, and allow everything to flow out of your life and into your life the way that it's supposed to. And there is really no separation, although in the 3D realm we feel like, oh, this person's not here with me right now, I just want to grasp onto them. And that can feel a little bit lonely, like there is a separation. but everything is happening for a reason. And when you actually let go and you move on with your life and you forget about it and you worry about you, you're actually more attractive magnetically, because you're not like grabbing on and trying to control what everyone's doing and trying to keep people in your life. And just let it go. Let them be who they are. You get to be who you are. You don't want someone grabbing onto you. And everything will just unfold naturally. Just pay attention to how people are able to show up. Let them be who they want to be, and you get to be who you want to be. And everything's going to flow in and out of your life the way it's naturally supposed to. You don't even have to fight it. Anyway, I hope you're all having a good day. Thanks for watching this. I love sharing. Have a great day.